Good morning, student. Let's continue our chapter 9 Social Science. The Earth, our habitat. GPS. Full name is Global Positioning System. With the help of Global Positioning System, we come to know the latitudinal and longitudinal location of any place through mobile phones and Google Earth. The latitudinal and longitudinal location of any place may be found with the help of the mobiles, which we have internet access. Today, latitudes and longitudes can easily be understood with this. If you have own mobile, if you have your father mobile, you can see in your mobile in setting the GPS system available on every mobile. You can see the location and Google Earth and Google Map. You can easily find out the coordinates and wherever you want to go. If you don't know how to reach there, you can easily reach through this GPS system. It will guide you how to reach there. Now let's learn major longitude. Greenwich Mean Time, GMT line. GMT line, it decides the proper time of the globe. The zero longitude, which passes through Greenwich city of England, is called Greenwich line. This is a factual data you should note down in your notebook. The zero longitude, which is passes through Greenwich city of England, is called Greenwich line. Greenwich line divides Earth into two equal parts from east to west, which is known as Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. We see in the longitudes, the longitude up to 180 degree east of Greenwich line are called eastern longitudes, and the longitudes up to 180 degree west of Greenwich line are called western longitudes. Now let's see international dateline. 180 degree longitude is called international dateline. It is just one longitude. The dates and time changes when we cross this line. It passes through from Pacific Ocean. It is exactly not 180 degree at some places. It is in zigzag form. The reason behind it is that if it is drawn in straight, it will cross some island or some countries, because of which two dates will mix up on the same island. In some places, which while going to other side of an island, date may change, which will create confusion. To prevent this confusion, the line divided roughly avoid any confusion of date. This line is drawn through the sea and not the land. Here you can see the international date line. It is a zigzag line passing from Pacific Ocean. Either side time and date will different, and right side and left side both will time will different. Now let's see the big picture and understood this time zone. Here you can see the world clock. This is the zigzag line, Pacific from Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. Basically, the earth is a globe which rotates and spins on its axis, and the sun and the stars appear to revolve around it from east to west. Because the earth is rotating from west to east, in 24 hours the earth makes a complete rotation on its axis. The velocity of the earth rotation is 360 degree in 24 hours, or 50 degree in 1 hour, and 1 degree in 4 minutes. How many minutes? 1 degree in 4 minutes. A clock is simply a machine to indicate the speed of the earth rotation and inform us of subdivision of time. We see at a glance that any place on the meridian 15 degree east of Greenwich, the clock is 1 hour later than at Greenwich. Here you can see that the India timing and the other countries timing all are different just because of this zigzag line. Because the sun has risen 1 hour earlier and at any place 15 degree west of Greenwich, the clock is an hour earlier because the sun is an hour later in rising. The 80 degree longitude is taken as the international dateline, where one calendar day ends, another begins. While crossing from east to west, one gains a day and loses the same while traveling from east to west. Suppose if we are traveling into east, so we lost the 1 day, and if we are traveling to east, we gain the 1 day. The line is not straight in order avoid to the land masses, which would be divided in terms of time and add to the complexity of these zones. Here you can see all the countries divided into the time zone. Standard time is the time kept on land. All the countries may adopt a uniform or multiple time zone, keeping the mind extent of its boundaries longitudinally. Many countries also vary their time seasonally on account of the varying amount of daylight throughout the year. Such seasonal changes as daylight saving time is not shown on this map. Standard time is measured in rotation to the zero time zone, which is centered on Greenwich on prime meridian. The time is this zone is known as the Greenwich Mean Time or Universal Time. Means आप ईस्ट यानी कि पूर्व की तरफ जाएंगे तो वहाँ पे टाइम अलग होगा, और पश्चिम की तरफ जाएंगे तो वहाँ पे टाइम अलग होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो जिगजैग लाइन ड्रॉ की गई है उसके हिसाब से हमारी जो पृथ्वी है वो रोटेट करती रहती है। जैसे कि हम इंडिया में अमेरिका से 5.5 घंटे जो है वो आगे चलते हैं। अगर यहाँ पे हमारे 12 बजे होंगे तो अमेरिका में वो 5.5 घंटे वो पीछे होगा, यानी कि हमारा एक दिन हम इंडिया से अमेरिका जाएंगे तो वहाँ पे हमें एक दिन का बेनिफिट मिलेगा, और वहाँ का अगर कोई सिटीजन यहाँ पे आता है तो यहाँ पे उनको एक दिन का 5.5 घंटे का उनको लॉस होता है, और वहाँ पे डेट्स भी चेंज हो जाती है। जैसे ही सब कंट्री में ऐसा होता है। होप यू अंडरस्टैंड द इंटरनेशनल डेटलाइन। नाउ लेट्स सी द ट्रॉपिक्स जोन। From given figure 9.10, it becomes clear that the earth is divided in different parts on the basis of deterrence in temperature, light, heat and cold. These parts are called zones. Regions receiving more or less light and heat have been divided as follows. According to the latitudes, the tropic zones divided. Here you can see that 66.5 degree north latitude is freeze zone because sun rays are less fall here. Here the 23.5 degree north latitude is known as the temperature zone because more than freeze zone sun rays fall here. Then the 0 degree equator, the more sun rays fall here. Then south 23.5 degree south latitude is known as temperature zone. Now the last one is 66.5 degrees south latitude is known as a freeze zone. Here are the two freeze zone, the north latitude and the south latitude, because sun rays are not more fall there. Here are divided into tropical zones. Now according to this picture, the torrid zone and tropical zone is the excessive heat, and temperate zone moderate and heat cold, and freeze zone is called polar zone, there excessive cold. Now let's see the types of motions of the earth. Like other planets, there are two types of motions of earth also. Rotation, the earth rotation, as the top rotates on its axis, in the same way earth also rotates on its axis. यानी कि पृथ्वी खुद अपनी धरी पर घूम रही है from east to west direction. Which direction? West to east direction. This circular motions of earth is called daily motion. It is also called rotation. Rotation. The earth completes a cycle of 1670 km per hour on equator. So what is the speed of earth? 1670 km per hour on equator. It takes 24 hours to complete this cycle. This speed has played an important role in shaping the earth of orange shade. The second word is revolution. What after this learning this topic, you can easily differentiate between the revolution and rotation. The earth revolves around the sun as it rotates on its axis. It takes about 365 days for the earth to complete this revolution. We call this period as a year, and the rotation the period of 1 day. An imaginary way to the earth rotation around the sun in the space has been determined, which is known as orbit. What we can call that? An imaginary way to the earth's rotation around the sun in the space has been determined, which is known as a orbit. Suppose to ask in the exam, what is the orbit? So here you can write this definition. Along with this, the earth do not move in circular path, rather it moves in elliptical orbit. Distance between sun and earth is not same throughout a year. The earth rotates on its axis by making an angle of 23.5 degree. How many angle? 23.5 degree angle on its axis and 66.5 degree along its orbit. So how many degrees on axis? 23.5 degree, and how many orbit? 66.5 degree along its orbit. Due to this movement of this earth, the seasons occurs and day and night are extended and shortened. So why seasons occur day and night? Just because of revolution of the earth. Now let's see the day and night. Now let's see the day and night. Why day and night and seasons are happen? Let's see this video.
Planets in the solar system are in constant motion and they revolve around the sun. All these planets, including the Earth, also rotate on their own respective axis. This rotation results in day and night on the Earth. Check this out. The World Time Zone map shows that it is daytime on some continents, while it is nighttime on the others. How does this happen? Come, let us look at the position of the Earth with reference to the Sun to understand this phenomenon. The Sun is in a fixed position in the solar system. The Earth, as you know, constantly rotates on its own axis, which is an imaginary line that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole through the center of the Earth. This rotation is from west to east and takes 24 hours to complete. Due to this rotation and positioning of the Earth and the Sun, it so happens that only one part of the Earth can face the Sun at any given time. Hence, the part that faces the Sun has day, while it is night on the other side of Earth that is facing away from the Sun. Thus, the rotation of the Earth changes day into night and night into day again. However, that part of the Earth which has nighttime is illuminated by the moon. But the moon does not make its own light. Just as sunlight strikes the surface of the Earth, it does that the moon as well. The moon reflects this light onto the Earth during night. This explains the day and night cycle. It's time to get back home. Summary.
Hope you understand by this video. Due to daily motion of the earth, day and night occur. As the earth is tilted and rotated on its own axis, the sun shines only the half of it and the other half is dark. The earth would not have rotated then on one side only the light, would have been there, while the other side it would have remained dark. But isn't so. Thus, every part of earth experiences light from darkness and darkness from light in every 24 hours. Because of it, every part of the earth experiences morning, afternoon and evening in various countries. As the earth is tilted on its axis, we find a difference in length of day and night. We can see in the winter the days are short and the night are long. And we can see in the summer the days are long and the night are small. See these pictures, day and night, the half of the earth area is dark and the half area is light because of this rotation. Sun rays fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer on 21st June. Which date? 21st June, also known as World Yoga Day. And on Tropic of Capricorn on 22 December. Which date? 22 December, where the sun rays fall directly and adjacent area. The days are longer and nights are shorter. Where the sun rays fall diagonally, the days are short and nights are long, while the day and nights are of the same length of 21st March and 23rd December. Which dates, times and nights and day are same on 21st March and 23rd December. Here you can see the picture, the rotation of the earth around the sun. Here you can see that the 21st June, longest day, which called Dakshinayan, and 22 December, shortest day, which we call Uttarayan, and 21st March and 23 September, their day and night are similar. This picture is about long short day and night from northern hemisphere. Now this is activity for you. See this figure of 9, 1.12. What will be the length of the day and night on December 22? What is the speciality of March 21 and September 23rd? Now let's see the seasons. As the earth is tilted on its axis, one by one northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere come in front of suns. The rays of the sun fall straight and north and south equator. Thus, there is difference in day and night. In the areas where the sunshine is for longer time, they experience summer, where the areas are sunshine is for shorter time, they experience winter. I told you already, seasons directly affect human life. According to this picture 9, 1.12, the direct rays of the sun begin to fall towards the north equator. The northern solstice occurs on 22 December. The sun enters Makar Rashi on 14 January. So it is called Makar Sankranti, you can call Uttarayan. Then Dakshinayan, from 22 June, the direct rays of the sun shift on Tropic of Cancer towards south of equator, it is called Dakshinayan. Now, equinox. Sun and the equator intersect each other twice a year. Sun and the equator intersect each other twice in the year. The intersection is called equinox. During the equinox, sun moves toward northern hemisphere. So from 22 March, length of days increases and nights become short. On 21st June, longest day and shortest night is experienced in northern hemisphere as the sun moves towards southern hemisphere from 24th September. Length of the day start increasing and nights become shorter. On 22 December, days are longest and nights are shortest in southern hemisphere. During the year on 21st March and the 23rd September, sun rays fall straight and equator becomes which of nights and days are equal. It's called equinox. Now what is leap year? Since 1 year of the earth is 365 days and 6 hours, but it is difficult to calculate 1/4 of the day, so we count a year having 365 days. In order to compensate remaining 6 hours are added to the month of February every 4 years. For example, February has 29 days in place of 28 days. We can call that year a leap year. Basically, leap year comes after 4 years, and after then all years are ordinary year.